For millennia, we've looked upon it with awe. We've called it a god, a source of life, a majestic natural wonder. My team and I see it differently. We don't see a miracle. We see gross inefficiency. Every second, this engine converts 4 million tons of its mass into pure energy. Enough energy to power our civilization for 500,000 years, and 99.999% of it is wasted, radiated uselessly into the cold void. We see the richest fusion factory, the most abundant mine, and the most wasteful resource in our solar system. It's not a question of if our resources on Earth will run out. It's a question of when. And all this time, the solution to our energy problem, our material problem, our future, has been hanging over our heads, operating with unforgivable waste. So, my team asked the most logical and most ambitious engineering question in human history. What if we could stop the waste? Welcome to the project briefing. What you are about to see is not a speculative theory. This is a technical plan, an engineering proposal, grounded in solid physics. We call it star lifting. This isn't about admiring a star. It's about controlling it. This is a plan to tame a god. This is the blueprint for eternity. The story of how we will build the greatest machine in history to dismantle the largest object in our solar system. Every successful civilization shares one common trait: growth. We build taller, move faster, and dream bigger. Our population expands from thousands to billions, and every step forward demands more energy, more materials, more space. This planet, our cradle, has served us well. But every cradle has its limits. For a species with limitless ambition, the cradle inevitably becomes a cage. Thinking horizontally, mining other planets and asteroids, is a fallacy. Even if we combine every rock in this system, their total matter is merely crumbs compared to the great furnace at its center. This is where the paradigm shift occurs. This shift began in the minds of visionaries who dared to see the sun not as a deity, but as an engine. In the 1980s, thinkers like David R. Criswell first explicitly proposed the concept of star lifting. His vision was to use a star's own energy to push away and collect its matter. Meanwhile, the Russian physicist Leonid Shkadov, through his work on how to move stars, seeded a greater idea: that a truly advanced civilization should not be a passive passenger in its system, but its architect. They were the Titans who gave us permission to dream on this scale. They said it was possible. Our job as engineers was to make it real. We stopped looking for another planet. We realized our future wasn't written in the rocks, but in the nuclear fire above our heads. We didn't need another planet. We needed its factory. The Titan's vision is now in our hands. Our task: to turn theoretical physics into steel and magnetic fields. After years of simulations, we have refined two primary blueprints for this project. Two approaches to the same challenge. Our first method, the most elegant, we call the magnetic siphon. We construct a giant superconducting ring in an equatorial orbit. Once activated, this ring generates a toroidal magnetic field that squeezes the star's natural magnetic fields. Following the principles of magnetohydrodynamics, this pressure forces hot plasma to escape through the magnetic poles, creating two stable, continuous jets of matter. The second method is more direct. Huff and puff. A fleet of laser satellites focuses all their energy onto a single point on the star's surface. This instantaneous heating induces a massive plasma explosion, a man-made coronal mass ejection. A nearby magnetic shield then catches this cloud of material. The process is repeated periodically, harvesting mass in powerful, controlled pulses. The magnetic siphon for long-term efficiency. The huff and puff for rapid yield. These are tools in our engineering toolbox. Choosing the right tool for the right job is the core of our discipline, and the key to building the greatest machine in history. Blueprints are one thing. Seeing this machine in operation is something else entirely. Welcome to the operational tour of Project Star Lifting. What you're seeing is not a model. This is our engineered reality. This is the field generator ring, the largest artificial object ever created. It is maintained by a legion of autonomous repair drones. The immune system of this machine ensuring operations run ceaselessly for centuries. The greatest challenge wasn't generating the field, but keeping this machine cold while operating this close to hell. The extracted plasma is channeled to the Hephaestus processing station, positioned at a stable Lagrange point. This is where the magic of separation happens. Precise magnetic fields sort each element by its atomic weight. Hydrogen, the fuel of the future, is our primary yield. Precious helium, 3, is collected. And every ounce of rare metals is filtered for construction. The final step, the mass cargo fleet. These autonomous vessels are the lifeblood of our new civilization. Their destination? Construction sites for new habitats throughout the solar system. They are the delivery men of life. Lifeblood pumped from the heart of our system. Precision. Control. That is the illusion we create. But make no mistake, every second, we are operating on the edge of a nuclear abyss. Every complex system, has a point of failure. Scenario 7 Alpha. An unexpected energy surge. The containment field falters for 0.7 seconds. The consequence? An X-class coronal mass ejection. Time to impact: 58 minutes. This is the moment we have prepared for since day one. Protocol Fortress is engaged. All power is diverted to reinforcing the deflector shields. We didn't build this machine hoping it would never fail. We built it with the certainty that it would be tested and the confidence that it would endure. The storm is violent, but our blueprint is stronger. A danger this great is the price of a power this absolute. This is the reason. The reason we face the firestorms. Every ton of hydrogen we harvest is a seed. The seed of new worlds and the foundation for the next era of civilization. This is Viridia, our first O'Neill series habitat, built entirely from solar material. This isn't just a space station, it's a canvas. For the first time in history, we are not adapting to a world. We are building a world that adapts to us. This is our most tangible harvest. But the greatest achievement of this project is not the new worlds we've built, but the old one we've saved. By reducing the sun's mass, its evolution into a red giant has been postponed indefinitely. We didn't just build new homes. We reinforced the foundation of our first one, giving it the gift of time. With mastery over stellar matter, we transcend mere survival. We become gardeners. Imagine a civilization approaching an old, dying red giant, not to harvest it, but to give it new life. Rejuvenating a star, extending its light for billions more years. We cease to be children of our star. We become its custodians. Or the opposite. A small red dwarf with trillions of years left in its lifespan, efficiently dismantled to provide the material for 10 new, more promising systems. This is an engineering calculus on an unimaginable scale. We no longer just live in the universe. We begin to manage it. And this leads us to a possible answer for the greatest cosmic question: the Fermi Paradox. Where is everybody? We've always searched for noisy radio signals or fleets of interstellar ships. We've been looking for extrovert civilizations. But what if the most advanced civilizations are introverts? Why endure a perilous 1,000-year journey across the void when you have an infinite, meaningful engineering project at home? Managing a star is a job for eternity. Perhaps they are not silent. Perhaps they are simply busy. In the end, all of this comes back to one fundamental impulse that defines our species. From the moment we first stacked one stone upon another, we have been driven by the desire to build. We built walls to protect ourselves. We built cathedrals to reach for the heavens. We built rockets to touch the moon.
And liftoff of Space Shuttle Atlantis.
Every great project in our history seemed impossible at the time. Each one was merely practice, a rehearsal for what comes next. Humanity has always been a builder. We once built with stone and steel. Tomorrow we will build with the fire of stars. This project is not just about dismantling a sun. It's about building our future.